Hi, this is Melanie from Hook to the Left, and today we're going to take a look at this very affordable crochet hook set from Amazon. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel and you like things like crochet reviews, yarn hauls, and crochet tutorials, then go ahead and go down below, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're reminded each time I come out with a brand new video. Okay, so today I am taking a look at this Amazon purchase, which is a very affordable crochet set. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. Now, first off, it comes in this cute little plastic case. Now, it's also wrapped in this cellophane, which I'm going to go ahead and take it out of here. And it is made in China, if that's something that's very important to you. So it is made in China. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up, that part up. And then inside this plastic case, it looks like the hooks are wrapped in cellophane, and then you get the stitch markers, and they have their own little case here. Own little, I don't know, baggie, I guess is the best way to put it. So it does open up nice. It does feel like if you open and close this a lot, it'll start to get worn. Okay, so, and also if you're not too friendly with this when it's open, this may tear. It's a little bit thicker than that, but it has that kind of quality feel to it. Now, this is not uncommon to find whenever you buy sets, to find a few of these stitch markers in a little baggie. And these are your basic plastic stitch markers. I love these stitch markers. They're super duper easy to use, and yeah, so there's nothing remarkable or bad about it. Actually, these are a little bit stiffer than some of the stitch markers that I've seen, but nothing really to write home about. But these are nice stitch markers, easy to use, and yeah, I like those. It does come with, at least this particular set that I got, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitch markers in here. I believe that's what was advertised on Amazon, which of course, if you do find this interesting, please feel free to go down below. I will have these linked down below for you to go and purchase your own set if you're interested in trying them. Okay, so again, the hooks come in their own little case here, and you have several different sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and dump these out. Sound of all the hooks. Clink, clink, clink. Right, set this aside. Okay, so these are well marked. You can see, so there's 3mm, 2.5. You got your 4, your 2, 3.5, 4.5. It probably goes up to a 6, a 5. There's your 6, and then your 5.5. Okay, so these are nice wooden handles. And they don't really add any weight to the hook, which is really, really nice. I like that. It does have the size clearly marked off here. I would imagine with a lot of use this would start to get worn, but it is very clearly marked, which I do like that as well. In the millimeters, it does not have the American size on here, but being as they were made in China, I'm not surprised about that. So it just has the millimeter on here. These are tapered hooks. These are not super smooth. You know, sometimes they have a little bit of a brush. I do feel a little bit of a rippling on the coloring here, which has been in the case in the past that I found with cheaper hooks. It does not affect, it does not majorly affect using the, you know, how it works with the yarn. However, with a lot of use over time, you could find that this paint that this is coated in will start to chip off, and then that can affect how it works with your yarn. So something to keep in mind. But if you're using these that often, then you may have invested in some more expensive hooks by that time. But these are really nice feeling hooks. Now let me go ahead and test that 5.5 millimeter out on some yarn. Okay, so what I'm going to be using with these hooks is Mainstays 100% acrylic yarn. This is a 408 yarn, so I'm going to go with the 5.5 millimeter, which is what's generally suggested with a 408 yarn. In fact, let's take a look and see what they see. Here we go. Mainstays suggest a 5.5 millimeter, and it's totally not in focus here. There we go. And Mainstays does suggest with their 408 yarn the 5.5 millimeter hook. Sometimes people will use a 5 millimeter, sometimes people will go up with a 6 millimeter, but I'm going to go ahead and use this 5.5 millimeter. It is what I most commonly use with the 408 yarn, so that's what we're going to go with, and I'm going to see how this feels. I will say it's interesting, these are completely flat if you take a look at this. Now there's a little bit of an indentation that starts in the about the middle of the wood part and goes all the way to the end. But this is a completely flat wooden piece that is attached to the aluminum hook, because up here is aluminum. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our slip knot and do a little bit, see how this feels. Okay, I can tell you right now, there is a little bit of drag, but not too much. Now, as far as drag on yarn, that is not necessarily a bad thing. That could be something that you like because you don't want the yarn to move too quickly because you tend to get a little bit away from yourself. So now let's just go ahead and make a chain of 15. Okay, so making that chain wasn't too bad. It's a little weird, this feeling of the flap, but I think if you get used to it. But the thing is most hooks are not this way, so it's just something to get used to. As a knife grip, I think this is fine. I can't imagine how well this might work as a pencil grip if you're holding it a certain way, but that may not line up with the way the hook is pointed. So it's interesting. I'm not real sure. I might have to send these on to Julie and see how she feels with them. But as somebody with a knife grip, this isn't too bad. The flat, having them be flat. Be flat. Oh, I didn't mean to make a joke. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some single crochets in here. And I'm not going to go into the back loop. I'm just going to go in here and make some single crochets because I really just want to get a feel on how this hook really works with the yarn. I am going to tell you, I am not a fan of the drag. I've never been a fan of anything that has drag, as far as crocheting goes, anything that has a drag on it. Now, I have heard where some people do like to have the drag, a little bit of drag on their hook, so this may be something that appeals to you. And as a new crocheter, having a little bit of drag on your hook is not necessarily a bad thing. Because it helps you control what's going on with the yarn in your hook a little bit better. But yeah, there is definitely some drag on that I'm feeling this. And now I say this because my current hooks are that I use most of the time are going to be the clover hooks, which I'm not grabbing the same size right now, but I am grabbing one so you can kind of see. Grabbing the 6 millimeter. So this is brushed, and this is a very smooth glide right here. But these are going to be more expensive hooks. So this is a very nice hook, and I'm used to the lack of drag on this or even on the tulip hooks. They don't have very much drag. But these definitely have a drag as compared to those, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. Okay, so just going to go ahead. I'm a tight crocheter, so if you see where I have some starts and stops whenever I pull through and then yarn over and pull through, that is only because I am a tight crocheter. It is not the hook, it is me. I have that no matter what hook I am using. It really doesn't matter. I got a kitty cat that's very curious about what I'm doing right now. So you may see an ear or two come through. Alright, so, you know, I think that gives me what I need to know about these hooks. These are great beginner hooks. I think they would be an amazing gift for somebody who is just starting to get into it and maybe only has like one hook, doesn't have a full set yet. and they like interesting looking hooks, which these are very interesting looking. This is a very affordable hook set, and yeah, I think it's a pretty decent, I would say, if I were to give it a star rating, I would, me personally, because of the drag, I would give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's what I would give this. But at the price point, you cannot beat this. Now, the price varies because things fluctuate on Amazon from time to time, but I think I bought this at right around $8, maybe just a little bit more, for the full set, which is nice. Now, what do I not like about the set itself rather than just the hooks? There are 2 very important pieces missing in this set, which I think should be included in all crochet sets. And now that is, and this may be how they're keeping the cost down, but that is yarn needles, and that's yarn needles and a pair of scissors. That was not included in this set, and that's something that you would need as a crocheter. So that's the only thing that I find missing in this set. But for this price, again, you're getting what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hooks. For this price point, you're getting 10 hooks plus some stitch markers. That's an amazing deal. And I am not seeing here where any of these hooks have any significant flaws. This one's got, I can feel a little bit on the hook, but I don't think it'll affect. I'm just feeling where if there's any problems with the paint. And I'm not feeling any problems with these hooks. I will tell you it'll have a little bit of drag compared to some of the higher end hooks. And maybe even if you were to get just a straight up aluminum hook from Boy or Susan Bates from like Walmart. But if you want something a little bit different, a little bit more ergonomic than your straight Boy or Susan Bates hooks, then, and I will tell you, if somebody likes Susan Bates hooks, this is not going to be the hook that they're going to like. This is a tapered hook, which is more similar to Boy. So if you're trying to move them up from just a straight aluminum hook to something with a little bit more, I would not suggest going with these if they're a Susan Bates fan, because this does not, this is a Boy, this is a tapered hook, not a inline hook. Okay, and yeah, no significant flaws in the paint. There is some flaws I can feel, but nothing significant. And so if you're looking for something inexpensive to gift to somebody, or even for yourself to have as a option for a crochet set, because you don't have that many hook sizes, then this is definitely a viable option. Just in keep in mind some of the things I talked about, and you may want to even look for something if it adds on just a couple more bucks and you can get some needles and you can get some scissors in with it, then I would suggest looking at that. If not, if you want to still go with these because you like the look of them, then just go get a pair of scissors from the Dollar Tree, a little pair of child scissors, and the needles you can find at Walmart for just a couple of dollars, and you can add them in. I just don't know how well they'll fit inside this little case because it's a pretty snug case. So that's it for me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like things like this, such as crochet product reviews or yarn hauls, or just anything having to do with yarn or crochet, then go ahead and go down below, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're reminded each time I come out, not you, but me, I come out with a brand new video. I really want to say I appreciate you being here today. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.